supposed to be a B-roll day today where I just get a few outtakes and stuff like that. I'm trying to till up the sunflower field because I want to plant next week. But the PTO has stopped working, so I just need to go get some stuff, some supplies, and hopefully get under there and see if we can't get her all fixed up here. So I think I found the problem. This wire here controls the PTO switch and it has come off. So I think what's happened is as I drive over the sunflowers, it must have got caught on one of them and pulled out. So I just need to reconnect that up to this guy here. Let's see. Just like that. I'll get that splice back together and we should be good to go. So let's hope that it's a simple fix. There we go. So yeah, it was just a loose wire there. Got that all fixed up and we're back to filming. So let's get back to B-roll. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day today. My name's Cody and I want to thank you for stopping by. So today's a big day. I'm almost finished working up the field for our sunflowers and I'm super excited to get going on that. So I have one more pass with the tiller just to kind of settle all the weeds, hopefully get those taken care of. And once that's done, I can actually get some seed in the ground. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be great. There's a few things I need to take care of as far as like stringing out lines and that sort of thing, but I'll just take you along for the process for today and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get this field behind me here planted with our sunflowers. Very excited. Let's get to work. Just got the field all tilled up and it's ready to go. So the last thing to do for this project is to get the seed into the ground. Now there's lots of different ways you can do it. You can do it by hand if you want, that's perfectly fine. I've got this handy little seeder here. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but essentially what it does is your seed goes into this hopper and this front wheel drives this belt which turns the seed plate that's in the hopper, which scoops up the seed. And then the seed drops down this little chute here and right into a hole that this little plow thing makes. I hope that makes sense. It's a horrible job of explaining it, but it works really, really good. I'm really happy to have this. It's going to save so much time. I've got the, let's see, it looks like it's the spinach plate in there, so it's a pretty small seed. Big spacing, but that's okay because the sunflower seed is quite small, so I've got a lot to get out there to do. So without any further ado, I'm just going to go get to work. There's an inside look at the hopper there. Might not look like it, but there are 5,000 seeds in there ready to go out into the field. And there's that little plate you can see. So these are the little grooves that the seed will fall into as the wheel spins. It gets picked up in there and then gets shot out into the little chute. And right into the ground. Last year I spent days out in this field with string and stakes and a compass and all sorts of things trying to make sure that the sunflower field was going to be straight and square to everything else that I was doing out here. I think that might have been a little bit of overkill. I like to always think, you know, don't let perfection be the enemy of the good. So last year we had really straight rows and everything looked really, really nice, but at the end of the day, this is just an annual flower that we're doing, so every year it's going to be redone. So it doesn't need to be perfect. And now with the tiller, what I've done is you can kind of see down here, they've got these nice straight rows that the tiller has made for us, which is great. So what I'm going to do is with my planter here is I'm just going to set it in the valley, the furrow of one of those tilled rows and just push it through there. So it'll be pretty straight, it'll be pretty good, and honestly it's going to take a fraction of the time. Like I say, several days, if not a week out here walking in this field, trying to get everything square, trying to get everything perfect, when at the end of the day good would suffice, right? So nobody came out after I had done it with, you know, a ruler or a tape measure to verify that everything was square and perfect. Everyone just came out for the photos, you know, the photo opportunity with the sunflowers and the sunset to the west over there. So that's really what I'm going to try to focus on today. Get it done really, really good, but also really, really quick. So I'm just going to get to it here. Okay, there we go, first 2 rows in the ground. Pretty straightforward. I'm just going to keep picking away at it. 5,000 more seeds. There we go, and we're ready to go. A little hard to film with one hand, but I'll try to give you a quick look as to what this works. So as I push this, the front wheel spins, which in turn drives this little belt. And this belt turns this seed wheel inside the seed hopper there. You can see that. And this seed hopper has holes that'll pick up the seed that is the right size for whatever you're trying to pick. Lots of different seed hoppers to choose from. When it picks it up, it drops it through the little hole right there. All these little holes in the hopper you can see. Seed will go in there, drop down. It drops down that chute right there and into this little furrow. Now we've got this metal wedge here that actually opens up a little channel for the seed to fall into. And I'll see if I can get one to drop here. I don't know if you could see that or not, but the seed drops down into that little channel there, and this chain scoops some of the dirt in and around the sides, covering back the seed up. And then this back wheel rolls over the area where you just planted, so it kind of packs down the area where the seed's at, so giving you a nice, tight, closed system for seeding. It works really fantastic. You do need to have your field prepped to do it, so if you were to do this just on sod or grass, it's not going to work for you. But it goes a long way to help make this whole process a lot easier. There we go, the sunflowers are in. It's supposed to rain this weekend, so I'm very hopeful that that happens. Not critical, but it's always nice after you finish seeding to get a little help from Mother Nature to get everything watered in and tucked in. But it went pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Got 60 rows done. Each row is 200 feet, so it's at 12,000 feet altogether. So that's roughly, oh gosh, just over 3.5, 3.6 kilometers. So 3.5 was that, I don't even know, 2 miles? I don't know. Math is hard. But we'll say around 3.5 kilometers worth of walking with that thing, that cedar. But we are in for the year, thank goodness. Now all we get to do is sit back and wait until the sunflowers start to grow and we get some beautiful photos. So that's fantastic. I really want to do a counter as to how many times I say fantastic each video. I'm sure it would be in the double digits every single time, but that's okay. So yeah, sunflowers are in. I'm very happy about that. Sunflowers are in. We're back up at the cabin here. I am just going to get probably the last thing in for today because it's supposed to rain here pretty quick. But calendula is the next flower that I'm going to be getting into the garden out there. So it's a great flower to grow in your garden. You know, there's a lot of good medicinal properties for it. I use it to make like a healing salve, a healing something. It begins with an S, I know that. But anywho, I use that, I extract the chemical properties out of the flower petals with some carrier oil, which is basically any food safe oil that you want. You can use olive oil, there's a whole bunch of different things. Anywho, that aside, it's a great flower to grow. It grows super easy. Last year, I did nothing with them other than put them in the ground and pull a few weeds around them. I didn't have to water them, and we had basically a drought last year. So fantastic little flower to get into your garden. I'd highly recommend it. But I'm going to switch the seed plate out on my cedar. I'm going to head over to their new home, and I'm going to get these guys in the ground. There we go. That's the calendula seed right in there. Kind of a silly looking thing, really. I don't know if that'll focus or not, but a little bit of an unusual seed. But that's okay. That's not a problem, right? As long as they germinate and give us the flowers. So let's get to work. There we go, everyone. That's it. The calendula's in the ground, our sunflowers are in the ground, and it was a very productive day. It was a long, tiring day, but that's okay. It's a huge chore off of my list. Now, it's just the maintenance part over the summer, right? So, spot watering if we need to. Let's hope that Mother Nature takes care of that for us this summer. Other than that, it's just pulling the occasional weed, and we're good to go. So, I cannot wait for this field to start to grow. I can show you guys the process of them, you know, germinating to growing to getting their first little buds to getting their flowers on and everything in between that. So very, very excited, as you can tell. I think the sunflower field is one of my favorites, you know. It's just so nice to see so many families come out and really make memories that are going to last, you know, multiple lifetimes with the photos that may get taken here. And that just that makes me feel so nice, you know. It makes all this hard work, you know, worth it in the end. It would be worth it in the end just for my own personal enjoyment and my family's enjoyment, but to be able to share that with so many other people really does make me feel really good about it. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed a bit of my struggle today. I think that's what I did most of the day, was struggle through this field, but it's done, it's in the past, and nothing but positivity from here. So hope you have a great rest of your day with whatever it is that you get up to. But until next time, guys, take care, and we'll see you later. Bye now.